Writing to ourselves. My father was a preacher for over 40 years. Over the course of his career, he helped a lot of people through very difficult situations. And he used to preach and talk a lot about how spiritually immature adults make the same mistakes as children. When things don't go the way that we want, or when we do things that we wish we hadn't done, we have to look in the mirror first. We have to take accountability, and we have to expect at least as much from ourselves as we do from others. A lack of a desire to identify areas where we need to improve leads to addiction, dysfunction, an inconsistent lifestyle, and overall, it causes us to inflict and experience unnecessary emotional pain. The pursuit of self-improvement is a wonderful journey to undertake, but too many people neglect the process and they operate on ego to a point where they only achieve a middle school level of emotional, spiritual, and philosophical development. Having blind spots in my personal and professional life is one of my greatest fears. I have a deep desire to make sure I'm not missing anything in my own life. After a loss on the baseball field or on the football field, I beg my assistant coaches for their opinions on what I could have done differently. As an employee, I need that constructive criticism year after year. I'm a little bit obsessed with development. One way I'm continuing my own development is by writing these poems for myself. And then when they're recorded and put over music, they become Myndbeatz for other people. When I have a bad day at work, I write about it. When I remember what it used to be like to struggle with failure, I write about it. And when I look back at all of the work I did to achieve my goals, I write about that too. My writing rhymes because that's the way that I hear it. And the beats that I make are kind of jazzy and soulful because that's the music that I like to listen to. And in the end, these songs are being put on the internet for people to consume for all time. They're being documented and they're accessible. And I think that's really cool. I listen to Myndbeatz daily because I enjoy the music and I love the way that it changes the way my mind operates and leads me down the path of self-improvement. When we control the information that we put into our minds, we get control over our thoughts and therefore our actions. We want to create the online library of music that we wish we would have had when we were traveling around the country and around the world playing baseball, and also when we were new fathers, new husbands, and young professionals. If a young athlete can escape the cycle of self-loathing because of a poem that I wrote for my younger self, that makes me really happy. If a kid can get a scholarship because they shifted their perspective on the passage of time and what it means to really get to work on your own without anybody else telling you to, because of a song that Zach wrote, then we've had an impact on that youngster's life. And if a dad is able to get stronger and more disciplined and set the pace for his family, and as a result, his wife feels more happy and satisfied in her marriage, and his children carry on the lineage and the responsibility that he's been given, well, at that point, we've made that family stronger, we've made their community stronger, and we've made the world, in a small way, a better place to live. These songs are helping us get physically free and mentally clear. And maybe, just maybe, it's possible that they'll help you or somebody you know as well. Free and clear.